Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insights with Soularis, where I am your host, Jennifer. I'm a tarot reader with over 10 years of experience, and I am certified in over a dozen different healing modalities and metaphysical topics from astrology, numerology to Reiki. And I do a little bit of it all, but I always say at the end of the day, I am a channel of spirit, and I just bring messages for those who find me. And I love to start out the show with a message of the collective. And as the cards I am seeing right now, there's some things to consider going over the next couple of months. So typically I do the next 7 days, but this seems like it's going to be unfolding for the collective over quite a long period of time. And of course, this is going to unfold in your life in a very specific way, but the energies will influence you the same as your neighbor or a friend. It unfolds differently, but you'll see those patterns if you want to look for them. And with this collective reading, we are starting a new chapter in how we are viewing ourselves, how we are viewing our community and the world as a whole. And sometimes when you open up a new book, right, it takes a little bit to get to the good parts. You have to start the story. You have to walk through kind of the plot line before you start to see things come together. And that's what's happening. There's a lot of shifts and a lot of new stories being told at the beginning, and they're all going on at once. So it is a very good time to release some of the old stories, the stories that you don't want to read anymore, you don't want to live anymore, in order to help start a new chapter, start a new book. And of course, this is metaphorical. So as we're going through that, it's also okay to say you're upset, whether you feel like you have been betrayed by someone close to you, or you're just upset as what you see in the world, because the news doesn't always like to put happy stories on air. They like to just, it feels hard, and it's okay. And it's okay to take time to heal yourself. It's okay to just take time to figure out what you want to do next and how to move on. Because as we are moving forward over the next couple of months, both individually and as a collective, it is starting more harmony within relationships. And that's going to be starting with the people surrounding you closest first. So that's going to be in your family unit, that's going to be in your working environment. It's going to start out a little rocky. You're going to need to let go of those old stories. But when you pick up that new book and you start the chapters, you're going to find that harmony. It's going to take a little while, and that's okay. The best stories lead up to the plot, lead up to a beautiful ending, which you remember. So try not to take things as seriously as you have been. Make sure that you do a little bit of self-care, and check in with your loved ones as well. So I hope that helps you out for the collective reading for this week. And we're just going to jump into our caller tonight. And we have Kayla from Pennsylvania. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me today?
I was just basically calling in for general, pretty much.
Okay, general it is. So I do like to say, when I do general readings, it's like stepping into a room with 50 different people trying to talk at once. So a lot of information is going to come out and may not all be connected. So if I may ask you a little bit of clarifying questions to see what specifically Spirit is wanting to bring through as the most important. Um, in the base of it, it seems like you're trying to balance a lot of different things. It's like you're wanting to manifest something new, something that you may have been dreaming about for a while. And you're kind of looking for that guidance. Okay, like how do I have the motivation to start? Do I have what I need to start? And the logic behind it as well. Are you looking to start something? Are you looking to manifest a new thing in your life?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I've been looking to start new stuff.
Yeah, and I can see, like, in the past, like, there was parts where, like, um, it may have been hard to believe in yourself, but it's not always about that confidence. It was just more of like you had to work and protect, and you had to like always stand your ground and prove yourself. And having all those walls up, it can get exhausting. So I see that influence into your present, but I see you stepping in as being very logical. Okay, you know what you want. And yeah, there may be a little bit of bluntness or maybe a little bit of impulsiveness around this too, but overall, it's showing that you know what you want. Okay, you see a pathway to get there and you have the motivation, you have that creativity, that spark in order to get things done. And I love that. It's just like, okay, it may require you to reevaluate some boundaries. And that's a good thing because once you have success, you're going to have less time and less time to think about boundaries. So doing it now would be very beneficial. And underneath, it does
Okay.
seem like you have quite a bit of like nurturing energy wanting to support you. So like family members, or you're really wanting ancestral as well. I am pulling up an ancestral energy trying to come forward. I can't quite grasp on who it may be, but it does feel two women in your family unit, possibly a younger family member as well that may have passed earlier on, but they are coming forward and like, oh yeah, we're going to help support these dreams. And overhead of all of this, your subconscious, you're finding a lot of harmony in what you want, and that is going to be so incredible because you're going to find that balance in order to have this manifestation come forward to you.
That's what I'm
Okay.
hoping for. That's really what I'm just hoping for.
Well, yes, I see it as beautiful because I see this transition. You're taking a trip, you may even be traveling, but it's a true transition of like, okay, I am ready to go to the next step. And yeah, you're gonna have that balance. And I see so much harmony because you're pulling your creativity, you're pulling good your good skills together, and you're like, I know how to meld these together to create something that's incredible. And things are looking up. I know that you had that tension in the past. um Also, I'm hearing, do you have any children, or do you have like a younger person that you're particularly closer with?
Yes, I have children.
Okay, so I am seeing particularly, there is a younger woman, not quite a woman, more developing into a woman. Um, and then I'm seeing an older woman as well. So there seems like, if you're aware of this or not, you may have a lot of intuitive women in your family, and that could come up in a very different ways of like just your mother calling you when you know she's upset but you didn't say anything, and so many different ways. But you're going to start seeing the younger members of your family, particularly one of the children, beginning a new phase. And this is because you are also beginning that new phase. So it's kind of like trickling down, but a very artistic, younger, friendly, but somewhat sensitive individual is going to come to a point where you are going to stop procrastinating. They are going to stop procrastinating. The research is done, the decisions are all made. Is that making sense to you?
Yes, that does make sense.
Fantastic. I Spirit gives me a lot of information, so when I come through, I'm like, I don't need to understand it, but I know my caller, they do. Um,
Yes, it made a lot of sense. Thank you.
okay. And as we are moving forward, as decisions are being made, because you have been doing your research, you can stop procrastinating now. You've got what you need. Don't do anything within the next 7 days if you don't have to. Just let things unfold because more information is coming through. But as you are moving, when you make that step, when you open up the doors, it's going to move quickly. That's why the next period, the next 7 days, is going to be very important of how the next 7 weeks are going to unfold. And you're going to do fine with all of that. Everything that comes towards you when it's happening quickly, you're in this queen energy where you're like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do A, B, and C, and it's going to go this way, and it happens. That's fantastic. It's going to go happens the way that you want to. You're allowed
Yeah,
to
that's
give
how my attitude's been lately.
yeah, and I love that. Um, so allow yourself to just take some time to rest, and to fully understand how you're going to open that next door. You have the plans. I can see you have the plans, but having that emotional safety, be like, yes, I know I trust in myself enough to go to and to make these things happen, to make all of these goals happen, because that is the most important thing. Do you trust in yourself that you can still protect your personal safety, the safety of your family? Because I see you, a lot of number threes around you, and then a very just a whole nurturing energy. You are abundance. I don't even know if you know that, but if look around your relationships and notice that in your happiest moments, see how people in your family and your very close friend groups suddenly had a bunch of opportunities, suddenly had like windfalls of promotions, or they found $20 on the ground. When you are happy, other people around you benefit from that abundance. And that's a good thing because now that you're stepping into all of this, you're pulling that abundance to you. And I love this for you. I just absolutely love this to you because you're birthing something, and it's okay to release those fears that are holding you back because it's changing and it's time to change.
Great, I'm so excited.
So does it have to do with intuitive abilities? Or have you
Yes,
been stepping into your intuition? Yeah, I see all of that.
yes.
Yeah. What are you planning on doing, if I may ask?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not certain on what I want to do yet.
You know what? That's completely okay because it's coming to you. Um, Particularly, you're going to see a lot of shifts when you're coming into the month of October. You're not to say that you're going to have to wait that long. Absolutely, it's not. It's going to start moving quickly, like 10 days, 10 weeks. So seven and tens are and threes are all important to you. There's a lot of numbers thrown out at you. But situations are on your side, and you should see the shifts in multiples of 10. So, like after 10 days, you're like, oh, I have an ideal. Then 10 days after that, it'd be like, okay, now I know how to get it going. But I see you as confident, graceful, and intelligent, and building your skills in order to express what you're wanting to in a very creative and independent way. So it could if just what spirit is saying is that balance and harmony is important. That is going to be strengths for you. You can teach it to others, people that are younger. You could help other people realize their dreams or come more balanced in their own emotions. There's a lot about emotions and dreams here. So it seems like, hey, you have this fire. You help other people be abundant when you're happy. And you can really open a lot of doors for other people. And that can look so many different ways. And you're going to have long-term plans. So allow yourself to be confident, allow yourself time to rest, hold on to those ideals, and just follow that truth.